It feels so good to be back in the South. And I have to tell you, I was a little worried that nobody was going to come out and greet us on Easter Sunday, but you proved us wrong. And what a beautiful setting. This says America.
You know, it is nice to be here. I mean, I live in Sacramento, but I'm from Boston, but I had fried okra and grits this morning. I can't wait to find out what's going to happen.
You're experiencing a little bit of Southern hospitality.
Yeah, well, you're on the same bus with me, so it better be something good that happens, you know?
Thank you guys so much for coming out. We started this tour a week ago. You may have heard about it in Searchlight, Nevada. We had a retirement party for Harry Reid.
Yeah, a lot of people there very happy to deliver a gold. In fact, next time we go back, we're going to have to bring a big gold watch and use that as a product. 35,000 people came to his party. In a town of 500. I mean, we are the biggest economic stimulus that town has seen since the gold rush.
It was a great day. Sarah Palin joined us there. You may have heard Sarah Palin join the Tea Party Express. She's going to be with us again in Boston on the 14th of April.
But one of the other folks who was with us in Searchlight is here with us today. Y'all might remember her from Saturday Night Live, right? Victoria Jackson is with us today. She's a hoot. She's an absolute hoot and a holler.
She is hysterical, but she is wonderful because she is a conservative coming out of Hollywood and is not afraid to stand up for what she believes in, and she is proud to be an American.
You know, and because we're blessed with the press that showed up, of course, which is the whole point of this exercise, aside from jazzing everybody up and helping us take this country back. Let me take the opportunity to explain just what it is that we all believe, and it's real simple. It's called the United States Constitution. I mean, these crowds include Republicans, Democrats, but mostly X from both parties, because both parties have sold this country and our heritage down the river.
This movement's about being American.
This is about being an American. And beyond that, lots of people don't really take the time to recognize and reflect on just exactly what it is and why it's so important that we defend this. We are the only society in the history of the human race to ever recognize that the only reason a government must exist or should exist is for the betterment, protection, and advancement of each individual human being's rights, and that's it.
That's right, Mark.
It doesn't exist for the redistribution of what you work for. It doesn't exist for the pursuing of bribes and kickbacks to fund abortion. It doesn't consist of any of that. It's about human rights. This is every bit about human rights as the civil rights movement was. This is civil rights and human rights for all, because the current ideology with a grip on Washington does not believe in individual rights. They don't care what color your skin is. You are the property of the government, and by God, that's going to stop.
They want to know, why are we mad? I'm going to tell you why we're mad. We're mad because they passed death care, disguised as health care, something that most of us did not want, and they know that the government cannot run a program efficiently. And let me give you an example. You got a Freddie Mac that's lost $7.8 billion last quarter, $26 billion last year, $80 billion since 2007, and the guy says, you know what? I think I might need some more money. Crazy. Death care is going to amount to nothing more than massive taxes, and that's why we have got to stop this administration. And the worst part is this: they're going to hire 16,000 more IRS agents in order for us to pay for this thing. Or guess what? You can go to jail. Probably not a bad alternative, since you'd end up with health care and it would be free.
We're in a war of it's tyranny versus liberty, and it's a war of ideas. You can't touch freedom, but you can feel it. And I felt my freedom starting to go away in 2008 when that communist got elected. So I'm trying to write some songs about, well, I didn't try, they just came out because I'm so angry. And I can't sit at home and bite my nails. So I'm just come out here with you guys. I think we're going to have to start, well, of course, we're going to have to flip the Congress. We're going to vote out all of the liars and the evil people. We're going to vote in people who believe in the Constitution. Okay. It seems these days I'm in a haze and I can't concentrate on things, can't eat or sleep, feel incomplete and kind of scared and creepy. I look over my shoulder lots and shudder when I watch TV. I bite my nails and cuticles and watch my words very carefully. Flag at whitehouse.gov. You remember that? Okay, that slipped off the radar pretty quick. But I was doing a stand-up show and I heard that on the web, if your friends or neighbors don't like Obamacare, you're supposed to report them to the government. You're supposed to go to flag at whitehouse.gov. That's communism. So I reported myself twice. I'm an American. I'm not going to report on my neighbors for what they think. Okay, that slipped off the radar. Then when Van Jones, the communist, was appointed by Obama as the green job czar, thanks to Glenn Beck, huh? All of a sudden, Van Jones disappears. Oh, Van Jones disappears. I wasn't on the mainstream media, the propaganda channels. Okay, and then there was one other thing. Okay. Let's see, why aren't people shocked or something? Why aren't people up in arms? Does anyone read history or see red flags or hear alarms? The streets are filled with deaf and dumb as I squeak like a mouse. There's a communist living in the White House. I'm just telling the truth. My husband really misses me. My parents think I've gone crazy. Only Glenn Beck understands me. And, of course, Sean Hannity and Huckabee. And our other heroes, you know, Laura Ingraham and Gallagher and Rush Limbaugh. All right, yeah! But, you know, besides those three, besides those three and the sweet people who drink the tea, there is no one else who can see the communists living in the White House. Now, you may ask me, do I have any proof to support my supposition? And I would say, well, where do you want me to start? Let's see. He had a Marxist mentor in his childhood. I think his mother was a Marxist. I think his father was a Marxist or a communist. He said my Marxist professor, as he taught a course on Saul Alinsky, when he was on the campaign trail, he said to Joe the plumber, spread the wealth, which is a direct quote from the Communist Manifesto. Then he went to a church for 20 years with Jeremiah Wright, and they taught black liberation theology, which is really Marxism. And then, let's see, Van Jones, he appointed, now a capitalist president would never appoint a communist for an advisor, right? And then he took over all those things that I already was talking about. You know, I'm just saying it so that these cameras, when they put it on YouTube, we can educate the uninformed. Yeah, we already know this stuff. And you know what? Like I said, okay, where's my song? It's hard work educating yourself because politics is boring. Let's see, maybe I have lost my mind or have been drugged by some narcotic. Maybe I'm in a movie called 1984, or maybe I'm just idiotic. If I'm in a dream fast asleep, I think I will just try to keep my eyes shut till this goes away and I awake to a happier day when my ukulele does not play this song of dire distress and dismay. This song called There's a Communist Living in the White House. Everyone, there's a communist living